everybody, my name's Diana. Welcome to Diana Simplifies. I'm going to try using the phone again because I've had so much trouble with the iPad not focusing. It's like focused on things around me, so it's just I don't know what's going on with the iPad. So we'll try the phone. When I got this new phone, I thought I would use the phone, and then somehow the phone picture got darkened and I couldn't figure out how to get it lighter again. So it's just been one thing after the other. I think I need to get my husband to show me how to use the actual camera because we have a really good camera and a tripod. So I think I could probably do that. So anyway, welcome to Diana Simplifies. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Flylady system, which is what I use to clean my house. It's also a great method to do some decluttering. So there are 5 zones in your house according to the Flylady system. And this week we're in zone 2. So basically the way she does it, the week 1 of the month you're in zone 1, week 2 you're in zone 2, and so on and so forth. And so we only have usually 4 weeks, but it's usually kind of like 4.5 weeks. So on those extra days you'll do zone 5, which that is the den, which is kind of interesting because the den or the family room is probably one of the most used rooms in your kitchen between your family room, your bedroom, and your kitchen. So anyway, this week we're in the kitchen. I spend a lot of time cleaning in my kitchen every single day because if you don't know, I have a lot of cats. I have one cat that we have another cat that fights with her, and so she is just stuck in my kitchen all the time, this one cat. She lives in my kitchen. She never leaves. Her name's Sunshine. If you are friends with me on Facebook, you're very aware of who Sunshine is. She's had several medical issues that have very serious. She's been near death more than once. So anyway, we've gotten her straightened out now, but she cannot be with our other cat named Cricket. So I do a lot of cleaning in my kitchen. So when we get to zone 2, it's kind of like, okay, well, I could do some decluttering then because I really have already done the cleaning. It's just a daily part of my life. It's something I absolutely have to do every day because she's in there. We'll call him sibling. One of her siblings is in there all the time. My dog is in there with me all the time. So there's a lot going on in my kitchen. And my kitchen isn't huge, so it's very easy for me to keep control of it. Okay, so let's just go through the Flylady system for zone 2. And I'm going to show you this on, if I can, okay, so flylady.net is what we're looking at. And if you look at sneak peek for the week, it'll give you every mission for the entire week. So we're just going to go through, gosh, it got really dark and that's just the way it works, I guess. Okay, so just focused in on that. It got super dark. Okay, so it says sneak peek for the week, October 3 through 9, 2021. So that's the week that we're on right now. If you're watching this at a later date, you can clean your kitchen and do zone 2 any week of the month. You don't have to do it week 2. That's just how Flylady does it. The other thing is this month habit is paper clutter, which is so timely for me. I have done a lot of simplifying here. I still have too much paper. So I have a stack about this high right now of papers I've got to shred. And then when I get done with those are sitting next to the shredder waiting to go. When I get done with that, I have some more current papers I need to shred. So once I get that pile shredded, I'm going to be back to the current shredding. So I'm trying to shred 2021 before 2021 is over. So not every single paper, but receipts, things that I don't need anymore. I only keep a few receipts for my business. So anyway, that's just something we don't have to talk about right now. Okay. So our first mission, so today is Monday, our first mission, we are back in the kitchen. The mission for today is not fun, clean your kitchen trash cans. Okay, so her suggestion, and you don't have to do exactly what she says to do, but for today, the suggestion is to get your kitchen trash can, and it just happens that today is our trash day, so this is a good day for me to do this. And what I usually do, I don't necessarily wipe the trash can out super often, but I haven't done it in a while, so this would be a good time for me to do it. But what I usually do is when I pull the trash out and do trash, the trash run for the week, I get the Lysol spray or whatever kind of room spray you like, and I spray the inside of that trash can so it's not stinking in there all week long. I mean, trash just smells bad. And our super stinky stuff, we put directly outside. Our big trash bin is right outside our kitchen anyway. So all I have to do is run out there, dump. They're really stinky. So like eggshells, which by the way, you really should not be putting eggshells down your incinerator thing. What is that thing called? You know what I'm talking about. Your sink drain with the thing that rotates and chops up stuff. That stuff, we had an issue with ours, and our eggs were just sitting there. And we do eat a lot of eggs. So we put eggs in our salad, and we boiled eggs, and so we eat those pretty much every day of the week. Okay, so anyway, got off course there. But so for today, you can take your trash out and then clean that out. And so if you don't have time to actually get a wash rag, or I would just use a paper towel and some cleaning spray. That's how I always clean everything, just a paper towel and cleaning spray. So if you don't have time to do that, just get some Lysol or room spray and spray that out so it'll be nice and fresh, and put your new bag in. Sorry. Okay, zone 2, mission number 2, which is Tuesday. Your mission for today is to scrub down your countertops. I don't mean just wipe a rag across them. Hot soapy water, and you wipe the counters from front to back and side to side. Now, I'm going to tell you, I do this almost every day, and I move stuff. I've simplified my kitchen to the point that everything mostly is in the cabinets. I do have a few things sitting out. Unfortunately, y'all, I've tried so hard to get stuff off my counter, but a lot of it is off the counter, and it makes it much easier to wipe down. And again, because I have so many pets in there, and one is in there nonstop 24/7, I wipe my counters pretty much front to back, side to side every single day, sometimes twice. So one of the great things about simplifying is getting all that stuff off your countertop so you can wipe those counters down every day, and then there is no scrubbing. So for me, I do not have to scrub anything. If you have not wiped yours down in a while, you might need to do the hot soapy water, and maybe in a little bucket or just in the sink, and then wipe everything really good. Again, I'm just going to tell you how I do it very simply. I clean houses. This is how I clean houses. I either use a Flylady cloth, which I love, or I just use paper towels and spray cleaner. The other thing I do that's very simple is like Dawn dishwashing liquid or Palmolive, whatever brand you like. Dampen a paper towel, put only a drop. You don't need but a drop of that stuff. And then you can wipe your counters down with that. And I just, every section I just use a new paper towel. And that's the thing I like about Select the Size. I've seen people complain about Select the Size paper towels. It's so easy. You just use that little section of the Select a Size. You just rip that little thing off. You're not wasting an entire paper towel. And I just fold it in half. It fits in the palm of my hand right here. And I fold that little piece in half. Dampen it. It doesn't need to be sopping wet. Just dampen it with a little bit of water. Put 1 drop of the dishwashing liquid, whatever brand you're using, and just wipe your counters down. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not doing the perfect thing here. Okay, that's the great thing about Flylady. It's not about being perfect. It's, fast. Do it very quickly. Just get it wiped down. So that's zone 2 for Tuesday. Okay, I'm sorry, mission 2. This is zone 2, mission 2. Okay, zone 2, mission 3 for Wednesday. Okay, she says get an old toothbrush, some soap, and scrub those kitchen sink faucets. I gotta tell you, I have one area of gunky stuff on mine that I've never been able to get off. There's probably something I need to purchase that maybe, or something I have around here that would be better. Do y'all know of anything? If you know of something really good to kind of get that gunk off, I've used the toothbrush, I've used the scrub brush, I've used everything I can really think of, and there's still kind of a brown color around my kitchen faucet. And honestly, it's not bothering me because I know I cleaned it. I wipe that down every day of the week. So it's not, dirt. It's just a stain that's sitting there. Okay, so if you want to do that, also, one of the Flylady things is to shine your sink every day. For me, I don't dry my sink out because it's going to dry on its own. So I think what she means shine it is to actually dry it out. I don't do that. However you want to do it, but I just put, when I'm finished washing my dishes, if I have to hand wash something, I just put some more dishwashing liquid in there and rub it around with, I just have my rubber gloves on, I rub it around, and then rinse the soap out. And that's how I clean my sink. I have stainless steel, isn't that what it's called? Stainless? Anyway, I have those, steel colored sinks, and it stays clean. I don't do any heavy scrubbing in there at all. And if you'll do this every day, or if you'll even just do that once a week, your sinks will be very clean. You don't need to scrub. You won't have to do that. Okay, mission number 4, Thursday. Today we're going to go after the big appliances. Okay, now what I would do if we're going to go after the big appliances, I would pick one appliance and work on it. Because sometimes people, I clean houses, a lot of times people's microwaves are dirty. So if your microwave is dirty, let's just pick the microwave and work on that. Or if the inside of your oven needs cleaning, let's just pick the oven and work on that. If you need to clean your freezer or your refrigerator, Maybe just do the outside and then pick one shelf and work on that. And if we need to declutter some things that are in the refrigerator and put them into the trash or in the freezer, the freezer foods, if they are very old, maybe you need to declutter that, put that in the trash, and that will help you, once you declutter that a little bit, it'll help you clean easier than having to drag tons of stuff out, put all of it back in. Some of it may need to go. So I would just suggest doing one shelf at a time. I wouldn't do the whole refrigerator. It actually is pretty time consuming to clean your entire refrigerator, even if it's not filthy. If it's just a little bit dirty, it still takes a while to do every shelf. So I would just suggest doing 1 or 2 shelves. Okay. Now, mission number 5 for Friday. This is our last day in the kitchen. For today, I want you to grab your broom. Okay, I don't ever sweep anything. I sweep the front porch. Other than that, and actually it's easier to blow it than to sweep it. I don't broom, I don't sweep. I use a vacuum. You do it how you want to do it, and so she says grab a broom and your mop. I would personally vacuum it because it's going to be much cleaner, and then that way when you're mopping, you're not pushing around a bunch of dirt. That's just a house cleaning suggestion 101. Get a vacuum cleaner, a good one, and use it. And I love Shark Rockets. I don't love the kind that you have to push around. I love the kind that you carry around, but I did notice it's about 10 or 12 pounds. I'm used to doing it, and I have a friend who's probably about 65, and she's a much larger person than me. She looks like a strong person. She got a Shark Rocket, and she could not lift it. It was too much for her, and I think it's just because she's a little bit older. I exercise a lot. I lift weights. So 10, 12 pounds is not much for me. And plus, I clean the house just about every day. If I'm not cleaning somebody else's, I'm cleaning mine. So I'm used to pushing the Shark around. So, but they have smaller things that you can get. They have like really small, I don't remember the brands, like is it like Eureka or something? Dirt Devil usually has some smaller things. I don't remember a really good brand for that, but you can get a really small vacuum type thing that you can use in your kitchen that doesn't weigh 12 pounds. Okay, I personally love a Shark. I do my whole house with Shark. It goes carpet to, hardwood to carpet to rugs to whatever you have there. It works great. Shark's not paying me a cent to say this. They also have very good warranties. They have like 5-year warranties on their products. I don't like their uprights. They're too gangly for me. But if you like an upright, you could try it. It's too much for me, but that's why there's millions literally of vacuums, because everybody's different. So you have to find what's good for you, and Shark will let you return. So if you order a Shark, they will let you return it. So you just look at their return policy if you decide to get one. Okay, so at the very bottom she says, do not obsess, get caught up in perfection. It won't matter if you don't mop the way your mother did. Remember, housework done incorrectly still blesses your family. And that's the Flylady whole thing, is it doesn't matter if it's done exactly the way you were brought up to do it. It doesn't matter if it's even done the way you always do it. I'm going to tell you, I do not mop my kitchen every single week. If the floor looks clean, I got a floor that kind of hides dirt. If it looks clean, I don't worry about it. We're not eating off the floor. That's what I tell people, like, are you eating off the floor? Now, if you have littles on the floor, little kids, you're going to need to mop more often. But I don't have, I've got pets, but I'm not eating off the floor. So I'm not down there scrubbing my floors every single week. Now, if I'm really with the Flylady system, I always say I do it loosely. If I'm really holding fast to the Flylady system, I will mop my bathrooms and my kitchen every single week. But sometimes I'm not holding that fast to it. And sometimes I would rather declutter. I've done a lot of decluttering over the last few months, and really it's been about kind of like a 3-year period. I've stopped and started, stopped and started. Started and stopped. But it gets tiring, and then you go back to it. So if you're decluttering, your cleaning task may go by the wayside, and that is okay. And that's how I felt about it. Okay, I'm decluttering. I haven't really been mopping. That's okay. But we did just have people over. I have finally decluttered enough and gotten everything situated from when we did our bedroom redo, where we had to my poor husband had to rip everything out of our bedroom. The joists under our house were rotted. Everything, all the subfloor was rotted. Not all of it. Some of the subfloor was really bad. Some of it was okay. But we had to tear out a beautiful oak floor and redo in the middle of all these price hikes. And it was extremely expensive. It was one room. It's beautiful. I love it. But the thing is, we had our friends over, and she walked into my dining room, which had the exact same floors. The floors were beautiful hardwood throughout. And she said, oh, is this the new floor? And I'm like, oh my gosh, because that was my whole complaint. We had to spend thousands of dollars redoing this floor, and you can't even really tell it's a new floor. It is a different floor because we did the pre-finished, which was not really what I wanted to do, but if you get the other kind, it's just really messy, and I just was not, the house was already so messy. I wasn't into any more mess. But so that room, if you know anything about hardwood and you're familiar with it, you would know it's different. But when she walked in, she was like, oh, is this the new floor? And then she walked in another room and she goes, is this the new floor? And I'm like, no, we're not there yet. It's the bedroom. And so I showed her the bedroom. She's like, oh, it all looks the same. And I'm like, I know. We had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for it to look the same. And that was us doing it ourselves. My husband did it all himself. So I helped a little, but it was all very hard physical work, which I can't do. So anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And all of that to say, I've simplified enough that I finally felt comfortable having somebody over. It's been quite a long time since we've had anybody here because the house has just been in an uproar, frankly, because of having to redo that area. Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.